Warning, this video may contain content that may not be suitable for children or anyone else that is easily offended. Strong language, graphic content, nudity, bad jokes, and a possible idiot, aka myself, may be featured in the following clip. Viewer discretion is advised. Channel is not responsible for any damages that you receive watching this video. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Zems, and welcome to 3 horrifying real airport horror stories. If you guys haven't already, make sure you swoop down the description box, click on the link, go watch the video in entirety, because I'm going to be pausing and stopping and talking through the whole thing. Also, this video is by Chillin' Scare, so make sure you guys go show some level of support to him, make some really good content. I don't think I really have any airport horror stories on my channel, I think this will be the first one. So hopefully you guys can tune in and hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Zems, and welcome to the Crow's Nest. Also, your boy is a little bit sick. I know you can't tell. It's just my positivity and my energy. It just overcomes the sickness. But I may be coughing or sneezing or something throughout this video. Thank you guys so much, man. Right around the corner for 3,300. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and the videos will keep coming. But for now, let's get it. Sickness can't stop a beast. Maybe if I drink Mountain Dew, maybe I'll be down for the count. But I don't drink poison. Also, the only thing I can see happening and being scary inside of an airport is missing your flight, they misplaced your luggage, or you get sit next to a kid or behind a kid and they're kicking your seat. Story 1. The missed flight of the American Airlines.
It happened around 10 years ago, when I was around the age of 7. My family's always been one to travel a lot, and therefore, even though I was only 7, I had flown in an airplane more times than I could count. Along with this, I had also become very familiar with our local airport and its layout. This time specifically, we had shown up to our gate around 2 hours early. I remember waiting for around half that time when I had to use the bathroom. I told my parents this, and them obviously knowing I knew the layout of the airport, or at least enough to get to the bathroom, they let me go alone. And so I did. I made the 5-minute walk to the main bathrooms, which should be noted were actually the only bathrooms I knew of. It was around 3 a.m. at the time. And I guess that's when the bathrooms get cleaned, as they were completely roped off, which signified they were closed. I, again being 7 and not the best decision maker, proceeded to aimlessly walk around parts of the airport I was unfamiliar with to find another bathroom that I could use.
And this is why you don't let your damn kids walk around by themselves. Apparently 7 years old is like 15. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I wouldn't have let my 7-year-old go to a bathroom by herself inside of a airport. I don't know if it's just me, but I wouldn't let my 7-year-old walk inside of an airport bathroom alone. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Is it just me, or I'm just kind of being overprotective? Because I know here in Japan, the kids are so small, man. They be walking home. It's like scary. Like, I don't know how they comfortable with letting their kids. They be like so small, like 5, 6 years old, walking home, and they know how to use the street for the crossing lights and all that stuff. But it's still, man. I guess just I don't know. I get nervous seeing stuff like that.
And this led me to a hallway, which was sort of sectioned off from the rest of the airport. I thought I saw a bathroom sign near the end of it, and so I proceeded to walk down it. But when I was maybe halfway down the hallway, I clearly saw a head peek around a corner. It was a man. I instinctively stopped in my tracks. Hey kid, come over here.
You bet not.
Without even giving it a second thought, I continued walking down the hallway, now towards this man. I honestly at the time just thought it was an employee, and that he was going to direct me to a bathroom I could use. But no, the man explained how he was lost and needed me to follow him so that I could help him find the right gate for his plane. At the time, I not only trusted and believed him, but I was actually excited at the thought of helping this man. Like I said before, I was familiar with a good portion of the airport, and I guess the thought of being able to help an adult made me feel special. I responded saying I would help him, but that I wanted to let my parents know what I was doing real fast. Not even as a precaution. I was literally just excited and wanted to tell them. I told the guy I'd be right back. As I turned around and started back towards my gate, the guy began yelling at me and told me that we didn't have enough time as his plane was about to leave. But I responded, telling him I would be quick. Shortly after exiting the hallway, I looked back and saw the man practically running out of the hallway and down the stairs that ultimately led to the airport's exit. I figured that was that. I thought it was weird, but I never brought it up to my parents, and after finding a bathroom I could actually use, I practically forgot about the whole thing. Fast forward to a couple years ago, and some coworkers and I were talking about weird stuff that we experienced as kids, and that memory just suddenly came back to me. Being a lot older, it only took a second to connect the dots and realize what actually almost went down. It was a really disturbing feeling to only realize how much danger I was in years later. In retrospect, I definitely should have told my parents about it right after it happened. But I just hope the dude didn't try it on any other vulnerable kids like me.
This dude really thought he was about to go in there and help a grown-ass man find his airplane. Oh my lord. A grown man in a dark, secluded hallway gonna ask you for directions to his flight. He's not even in a spot where he can find his flight. You get what I'm saying? Like, and what makes it even more creepy that how long have you been sitting in there to be waiting for somebody to just walk by that happen to be a kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. I guess this is the way I was brought up. My mom didn't let me go nowhere, bro. If I had to go to the restroom, either she was going with me. If she was busy, my sister or my brother had to go with me, bro. Or they both went too. Like, we went in packs, bro. We didn't go. All right, I'm about to go use the bathroom in a crowded ass 10,000 plus people airport. All right. Have fun, be safe. Like, nah, bro, you have too much faith in the population, my boy. Unless little Timmy got that thing on him, bro. You're not going nowhere alone, bro. Story 2, Stranger Danger. Let's learn from story 1.
I'm a college student, and obviously with all my money going towards school, pretty much any amount of extra cash helps. And because of this, mid-semester, I decided to pick up a part-time job as a ramp agent at my local airport.
Okay.
Basically what this means is I'm the guy responsible for loading and unloading your airplane baggage. Now, every once in a while, we have dead bodies transported in cargo bins.
Wait, what?
Now, every once in a while, we have dead bodies transported in cargo bins, and this night was one of those occasions. On top of that, it was raining. Not just lightly raining, but pouring rain with decently close lightning. And, of course, my manager assigned me to be throwing this plane. Basically, all throwing means is that I was the one that had to pull all the cargo out of the storage bin of the plane. I was already tired from school earlier that day, but it was the last plane for the night, and all things considered, there wasn't too much cargo to unload. My coworker Dave pulled the ramp to the plane, and raised it up so I could walk up the conveyor belt to enter the storage bin. I climbed into the small and cramped space, and made sure to sit as far away as I could from the white cardboard box carrying the dead body. I was the only one up there, and I tried to be quick, because honestly I was just trying to go home and go to sleep.
Facts.
Although, there wasn't really much I could do to speed things up. The conveyor belt we use moves insanely slow, so as to give the guys on the floor time to scan each individual package. I was setting down packages for maybe 5 minutes, when I realized the lightning was not only becoming more frequent, but was also seemingly right on top of us. I had my earbuds in, and was trying to just ignore it, but that's when I heard the loudest crash that had ever filled my ears. It was lightning, but so close that I literally fell to the ground. Almost immediately, I instinctively looked up, and that's when I saw the most haunting sight I'd ever seen. Down near the end of the storage bin of the plane, in the darkness, I could see the lid to the cargo bin with the dead body fly off. It was now sitting upright. The body quite literally went from laying down to an upright position so forcefully that the lid had flown off. In a full-on panic at this point, I ran as fast as I could down the ramp. All the while, my coworkers were screaming at me that the plane had just been hit by lightning. We went inside, and after I caught my breath, I explained to them what I had just witnessed in the storage bin of the plane. I will never forget how quickly the color on their faces disappeared, followed by looks of pure horror. After maybe 5 minutes of discussing the situation, and hearing the fear in my voice, my manager ultimately decided it was best if I just went home. During the whole duration of my drive home, I was stuck in a state of shock. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know if what I saw was real or not.
Shit, he better than me, bruh. My instincts would have kicked in. He would have got kung fu punched back into the damn box, bruh. If he was not dead, he's dead now, bruh. Because he wasn't dead, I'm about to kill you now. Oh my goodness, no, bruh. It's bad enough it's in a storm, bruh. And you go come out back to life during the storm when I'm just trying to go home and get some sleep. And now I won't be able to get some sleep because you just scared the living shit out of me. And then I'll have to go home and watch cartoons for like an hour or two before I forget. And then just when I'm about to go to sleep, I remember it and I'm back up again, like... They even start putting locks on these coffins, bro. Or maybe the force of the lightning hit the plane and then it made the body jump. But nah, he said that shit stood up upright, bro. So they might as well just call me Final Destination because that would have been my last stop, boy. I quit. Shit.
After I got home, at least part of what I saw was confirmed real, as one of my coworkers had texted me. And he explained how when he went back up into the storage bin, the lid to the cargo bin with the dead body was off, but that the dead body itself wasn't sitting up. I did some research on whether or not a lightning strike could give off enough energy to cause a dead body's muscles to tense up enough for it to physically sit up for a few seconds, but I couldn't find any results on this.
Yeah, no.
So, to this day, I still have no idea whether what I saw could be explained by the lightning, a trick my mind was playing on me because of fatigue, or something else altogether. But either way, I would quit my job at the airport the very next morning.
That's what I'm talking about.
I honestly couldn't see the money as being worth it anymore at that point.
Nope.
The trauma I had experienced was far more than the money was worth.
There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. It only takes but one time, y'all. That's all you need, bruh. Only thing you need to know is you just put in your 1 week notice, and that's it. Or 2 weeks.
Portland, Oregon. But because of my job, I'll often find myself in a completely different city for the weekend, or even sometimes a couple weeks at a time. What I do is similar to an event manager, and obviously this forces me to have to travel around the country a lot to be present at different events. The company I work for obviously pays for my flights, but it felt like no matter where I had to be, I was always put on the cheapest flight possible. I mean, I get it, the company was trying to save money, but this often resulted in terrible flight experiences. To say I saw some interesting people would be an understatement.
Bruh, facts too. And these days, these airlines don't play, bruh. They be duct taping you to chairs, bruh. They be boxing you. They be headlocking you, bruh. Customer service ain't playing with y'all no more, man. These rude customers have to come in and be talking smack and stuff, bro. These customer service these days, they don't play, bro. They'll throw the fries in your face, slap you, bro, wrestle you. They'll slap your kids, bro. They do not care, bro. And I don't know why people be getting attitudes with people like at food places. Like they be getting smart, like, hurry up, I ordered this a long time ago. Do you know they're in charge of your food? What, like, I don't play that, bro. I'm the nicest person ever when it comes to eating anywhere. Chili's, Red Lobster, bro. Black Angus. I don't know. Just anywhere out and about, bro. Raising Cane's, somebody's having a bad day, bro. They're like one finger away from putting a booger on your sandwich, bro. People do it. People be thinking like, oh, I would never do here. I eat here all the time. Don't get smart with the people that's fixing your food, bro. That's a big no. I had to tell my mom a couple of times, like, hey, do it when you by yourself. But if you being smart when I'm there, like, don't do it me. I want to enjoy my food. Like, I want to actually be safe knowing that they didn't do anything to my food, you know what I'm saying?
To be completely honest, I didn't really mind. I guess I figured as long as I got to my destination in one piece, that was all that really mattered. Or at least that's what I thought at the time. I was in the Dallas airport on a flight back home to Oregon.
Howdy.
It was a Sunday night, and I had just finished working pretty much the whole weekend. And of course, I had to be in the office Monday morning. I was already exhausted from the whole weekend, which forced me to have to practically drag myself to my gate. Something I probably should have mentioned is that my flight was actually in 2 parts. So I would go from Dallas to Sacramento and then to Portland. The first flight wasn't that full. I was in the window seat and only one other person was in my row. It was a middle-aged man.
The best seat.
He looked pretty average, other than his clothes looking a bit old and torn up. But, I mean, at the same time, who dresses up nice for a flight? We made polite small talk for a few minutes, although honestly I just felt like leaning up against the wall to fall asleep. As, like I said before, I was completely exhausted. I pulled out my phone to have something to watch while I did. Before I could even close my eyes, I noticed the dude looking over his shoulder in my direction. I honestly just tried to shake it off. I figured he was just trying to look out the window rather than my movie.
Nah.
But not even a minute later, I could hear the guy mumble something like, "Oh, great. Just ignore me then." This happened several times, but I convinced myself I was just misreading the dude. But eventually, I noticed the guy furiously scribbling writing on a page in a leather book he was holding. Instinctively, I kept peeking over at it, and I quickly realized pretty much the whole page was filled with handwritten words so small I could barely read them. I tried to make out what he was writing, and that's when I realized he was writing about me. My name had clearly been written down. I figured I must have given him my name when we had been talking earlier. I tried to make out more words, but I couldn't. They were too small and too far away. This made it almost impossible to fall asleep. I was honestly really disturbed, as I'm sure anybody would be. Finally, we landed in Sacramento, and people started getting off the plane. But the guy sitting next to me made literally zero effort to start packing up his things. It got to the point where it was our row's turn to get off, but still nothing. He was just sitting there with his head down, forcing the rows behind us to start getting off.
Hell no.
I finally spoke up, explaining that I had a connection flight to catch, and that he needed to move. But still with his head down, and almost mumbling, he said, "I'm gonna follow you. You're not leaving this airport alive."
I would have been like this. He'd have been like, "What kind of flowers do you want at your funeral? Because if you don't move, I'm about to fold your ass over K-12. Your head about to be pressed up against this glass, bruh, if you don't get up out this seat, bruh." Joe Rogan would have been like, "It is all over just like that. Because one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not about to get off the plane. I'm not about to just let you follow me around the airport and try to catch me lacking. Hey, you told me you gonna kill me right then and there, bro? Let the games begin, bro. Somebody ain't getting off this plane. Boy, if anybody ever tell y'all you not getting out here alive, start swinging. Who cares about the consequences? Who knows if people are being serious or not these days? You never know. Some people be dead ass serious, like they gonna kill you. You be like, oh, I ain't gonna do anything. I don't take no chances, bro. You tell me you gonna kill me, bro. I'm about to try I'm gonna hit you with everything in my might, bro. My power level is over 1,000. Call me Goku, bro. Whatever it is, bro. Majin Buu, Cell, Piccolo, bro. Krillin, One Punch Man, bro. I'm about to hit you with all. I'm gonna hit you so hard, I'm gonna break my hand, bro. That's how hard I'm aiming to knock your head go fold back like one of them little pad candy. You know them candies, you go like this and the thing come out, bro. Facts. When I'm rocking soccer robots, bro. I'm gonna hit you so hard with like one of them soccer boppers. If y'all know what those talking about, one of them hawk hands. Clobber time, bro. I'm about.
I forced a laugh, thinking he was joking. But the dude sounded serious. He got up and let me out. But as we exited the plane, it became clear he actually intended on following me. My walk turned to a jog, and looking behind me, I realized he did the same. After maybe 5 minutes of this, I reached the gate to my connecting flight, still with the guy right behind me. I went up to the desk, doing my best to maintain my composure. And firmly, I explained that I had no idea who this guy that was now standing right next to me was. They both laughed, thinking I was joking, but after seeing the desperation in my eyes, their smiles faded. Hesitantly, they asked to see our boarding passes, and I handed them mine, but so did the guy that had been following me. The employees made a few calls, and shortly after told me to follow them. They immediately took me through the boarding door and closed it before the man could follow us. I was being boarded 10 minutes before anyone else. Eventually the rest of the passengers were let on, and a woman who sat behind me asked what had happened. I gave her a quick summary, and that's when she replied saying, "Yeah, that guy had a complete and total freakout the second you got on the plane. The dude was screaming and practically tearing his hair out. Police were actually called to take him away." This absolutely horrified me, and started to make me think that guy actually wanted to kill me. It's clear the dude had some sort of mental problems. Or I guess I can't confirm this, as I haven't heard anything else regarding the situation. But if that's the case, I just hope the guy gets the help he needs.
I don't know about all that, bruh. This called me to help, bruh. Call me Dr. Phil, bruh. I would've gave you a prescription, Tylenol, ibuprofen, NyQuil, Dayquil, bruh. It's all there, bruh. Nah, I don't know. I would've just folded them right then and there. Like, you telling me to board 10 minutes early is not going to do anything. Unless his freak out just made them just not let him board altogether. But, I mean, if they just said, hey, board 10 minutes early, like, what's stopping him from getting on the flight? Or what's stopping him from getting on the same flight going to where she's going next? You know what I'm saying? That's not the only flight going to where she's going. I don't know. And plus, he got her name like that. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys would have done. But I don't know, bro. I don't really be in the airport that much. Although I'm military, I know I'll travel here and there. But other than that, I've never had any weird encounter. It's just crazy to think that the world is like this, because legit, my life, I haven't had any like weird encounters like this. Like, I mean, I've seen like, you know, people like mental problems and, you know, like drug addicts and stuff like that. But I've never had someone following me. I've never had, I mean, I'm not complaining or anything like that, but it's just crazy to think about that people actually go through this, and some people is actually going through it right now. People don't take it seriously, unfortunately, until it's too late. But man, this video is by Chillin' Scared, so if you guys haven't already, be sure you swoop down the description box, click on the link, go watch the video in entirety, because I was pausing and stopping and talking through the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for doing what you guys are doing. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Zems, and welcome to the Crow's Nest. This video is by Chillin' Scared, so if you guys haven't already, man, make sure you go stop by and go show him some love and support, because this was a really, really good video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed, man. Thank you guys so much for the 3,280. We were so close to 3,300. If you guys have any recommendations for what I should do for 5,000, please feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to make it happen. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.